Give it a second. All right, we good. What up, everybody? Welcome back to So What's the Issue? This is your boy Solo Foe, and today, I'm gonna tell you. Today, usually I do this stuff like off script or whatever, but I'll say with this conversation, I kind of am and kind of more than prepared for it. Like this type of thing, whenever you see, I'm talking about Soulja Boy and Blueface. If y'all haven't seen that they going back and forth or whatnot, all I know is it kind of started over a funny Marco video, and since then it's been going, escalating or whatnot. I don't get us as people. Why does everything always got to go after a certain extent? Like y'all would think that it would just be celebrities or whatnot, but it's like y'all do it on the ground level too, and I really can't understand why we have this we gotta die about it mentality. We gotta pull up about it mentality. And don't get me wrong, at one point in time I had that same type of mentality, and I was more okay with like, hey, you gotta stand for your own. But as of right now, I kind of don't feel the same way that I used to. Like I'm looking at two men. I'm looking at two men that have a lot of money. They got a lot of success. They can mess with any female in the world that they want to. They talking about messing with each other's baby mamas and who slept with whose baby mama and who can or can't. Let's be honest off the rip. Either one of them can sleep with either one of them's females, because it's not about who they are. And I don't know why sleeping with another person's female always reflects bad on the next person when the next person ain't that person. Like their baby mama is who they are, and same thing vice versa. Like people are gonna sleep with who they sleep with, so it's not even a brag, especially when you got that type of money where you on that type of level. Like why is that even close to being a brag for you? Because you can do that. At least you should know should be able to do that. But we always got to take your stuff to the death for whatever reason. Like we got to go over the top, and then we got to start talking about who we gonna pull up on, and then why we got to pull. Like why can't we at any point in time get past this mentality of who can pull up on who and who's gonna do what with who? I know Blueface did the boxing stuff a while ago. I don't know how in tune he got with that. So he's got the boxing, he's got the gang banging stuff behind him. Like we know that Blueface has these like stripes and stuff like that. And I think Soulja Boy to this day still thinks that people look at him as some type of dance rapper or whatnot. But at this point in time, Soulja, we kind of see who you are. We know who you want to be. We know what image you want to have out there. You don't have to prove it no more. Like if you got to stand on business with somebody, Soulja, stand on business with somebody. But this internet stuff, bro, between both of y'all, bro, it's not what y'all should be doing. Y'all should be spending y'all time doing so many other things, because you know what we would do on ground level if we had that type of money, if we had that type of fame, we'd be doing other shit. But then we get in them same situations, and then we jump in the same scenarios because we got to stand on business. We got to prove that we gonna hold our own and stuff like that. But why can't being a man be just, hey, leave the situation alone, let niggas live, like move on, don't acknowledge, just whatever. You see that shit went past a certain point, and you like, we can't handle that, whatever, block that person off. That don't give that person any more of your attention. But we do that here on the regular streets. We gotta make sure we let the world know that we the biggest gangsters, and we can go back and forth with people that don't matter or irrelevant, shit like that. Like why is it so important, especially with people that got kids? That's one of the ones that hurt me the most. Like y'all got kids, like why can't y'all live for y'all kids? Like why do y'all gotta die behind whatever it is? And I ain't saying that it's escalated to the gunshots and stuff like that, but we know how this goes. We know how it starts. First, somebody says something, the next person responds, and then it escalates, and then it escalates, and it keeps going. And then now it's like, hey, so what if it does come to a fight? It ain't just gonna end at a fight. It never does. Niggas want to get back. Niggas want to send shots. But I could have swore that your whole thing as a celebrity is you want to make sure, at least for me, if me and all my homeboys get rich or whatnot, ain't none of my homeboys about to die behind none of my drama unless it's something random and somebody tried to do something to us. It can't be that people are dying for my drama just because I want to go back and forth with the next person. Like Your job as the person, the celebrity, the one that's in charge, is to get your homeboys back home. It should be get your homeboys back home to that family. Like, I don't care, because both of y'all got people that'll die for y'all. Both of y'all got those type of people. And then on top of that, if y'all didn't have that type of people, y'all got enough money to buy the type of people that'll die for y'all. We all know how these type of things go. It don't take $1,000 to get somebody to go shoot at somebody or whatever. Like, we all know how street shit go. But why does it always have to go to that level? How come we can't just stop talking? How come we can't just leave shit alone? Because the first person to leave shit alone, I guess, is the bitch, right? Because that's the way we always look at it, as the first. We, at least the way we view it, is in our own personal body. If I don't keep going, if I don't keep showing out, if I ain't being ultra aggressive, then I'm showing niggas that I'm a bitch. Then because walking away ain't that simple. Cause walking away should just be that simple. Nigga said something. You ain't like what nigga said. Address the issue. Situation ain't addressable. All right, leave the shit alone. But that's not the way we want to do it. We got to die about it. So my thing, like I said, you should be wanting to get your homeboys back home to their family. At no point in time should you actually want to have your homeboy's life on the line. Because if you are putting your homeboy's life on the line, then you don't really care about your homeboys the way you say you care about your homeboys. Like, it's just as simple and plain as I can put it. Like, how could you think that putting them in a scenario where you the one that's pulling up, and I ain't trying to bring nobody up, but you know, when Avon pulls up on a Quando Rondo, like, yeah, everybody's gangsters, everybody, and I know how the situation ultimately should have been. It should have just been a couple fists thrown, but if Quando and them started winning, then what? We don't know what would have happened in that situation. Like, we don't know what would happen in all of these situations, but yet we put our other people in danger. So my thing being, if you heard such and such was in town, ignore such and such. Get away from such and such. Continue to live your life the way you live in your life, because such and such ain't all that important. I shouldn't be all that important to your daily processes or your daily whatever. Because all you doing is, when you go address that situation, especially face to face, the way that Blueface and Soulja Boy are talking about doing it, we gonna bump into each other type of things like that. You putting your homeboy's life on the line. And why is it so easy for people to do that? Like, I just can't see how you would, because I can't have one of my homeboys that I grew up with, one of the niggas that I was really in the trenches and shit with, niggas that, you know, I didn't have food and stuff with, you know, dead. And then I got to go explain to they mama, like, oh, yeah, so look, this is what happened. But we going to get them niggas back, though. So now on the other end, now y'all always got to be prepared for the get back. And yeah, maybe it's cool because y'all already prepared for it. But why start the situation to begin with? Why keep pushing the agenda to begin with? Because you're not a bitch. Okay, and Blueface, we've been seeing you do the boxing stuff. Soulja Boy, we've been knowing you got money and stuff, and I'm pretty sure you did some stuff to make sure you could handle your own. And if you don't, you figured out some type of way to handle your own. We know both of y'all can handle the situation, but y'all want to make sure every time a situation comes up publicly, like, nah, I can't be the one that look like a bitch. Nah, because I got to show niggas that nigga ain't the realest nigga. Who cares if that nigga's the realest nigga? If the only niggas in this world, the only people in this world that should care about if Soulja Boy is a real gangster or if Blueface is a real gangster is niggas under 16. If you ain't under 16, you should not give a damn about whether Soulja Boy and Blueface are real gangsters. And if you're Soulja Boy or Blueface, why the hell would you put yourself in a position to impress some 16-year-olds? Why are you putting yourself in a position to try to prove yourself to some people that get on the internet as a hobby? So you killing each other for entertainment? Y'all gonna go at each other for entertainment? And yeah, I'm pretty sure beef runs up streams. I know all about that part too. Like, you know, you say somebody's name in a song, you whatever, bring a nigga's name up. Everybody's gonna be looking for you to sneak diss somebody the next time. They're gonna be waiting for the next song. Hey, he said he shot a nigga in the, man, is he talking about the next nigga? He gotta be talking about that. I know how that stuff goes. So niggas stream your shit. So I guess it's beneficial. But Lifeline, like, why is it so like, why? And I get that people already live that lifestyle to where it's like, hey, we already prepared for that type of lifestyle because we already put ourselves in there. But every danger that you put yourself in is another danger that you put yourself into. Like, I don't understand the whole thing of, and I don't know who all Soulja Boy and Blueface got beef with, because we've seen over the years that, niggas say each other's names and stuff like that. But when it comes down to it, you beefing with 7 different groups. Them 7 different groups got niggas in 50 different cities. Them 50 different cities niggas got niggas in other cities. And now it turns into a whole thing of every time you leave out, you got to watch your back. Well, I ain't got to watch my back. Yeah, you do. Yeah, you do. That's the reason why you got a gun. As the I watch my back. Everybody should be watching their back, period. But it's you putting yourself in that much more danger. Why are you doing that to yourself? Why are you doing that to your family? Because once your kids get older, what happens with your kids? Like Blueface, Soulja, when y'all kids get older, they might feel a type of way about each other. And y'all should at least care about y'all kids enough to say, like, hey, I don't want to put my kids into that type of line, because you can handle yourself. But what about the next person? Like, I don't remember what rapper it was, but maybe it's a couple of them too, because I heard about a couple of them. But you hear about niggas, mamas getting shot and stuff like that. Why are you putting your mamas? Why are you putting your families? Why are y'all putting everybody on the line? Because y'all niggas got too much of an ego to let some shit go. Because y'all got too much of an ego to actually realize, like, hey, I'm blessed. I got everything that I could have hoped for. I wake up next to a 10 every day. I roll out of bed and I sneeze and I make money. I get on the internet and I fart on Instagram Live. Niggas is gonna share my shit around talking about this nasty ass nigga, this and that, and that's gonna pay you. So I just can't get where the whole infatuation with this beef shit comes. It's like, let niggas live. Move on with your day. Once you see niggas starting to get, rubbed the wrong type of way, once you start seeing niggas feeling the type of way or whatnot, let that shit go. Why? And even for people on the regular ground level, y'all niggas don't know how to let the shit go. And we got so many beefs behind niggas don't even know what the fuck they got a beef about. All you know is that Delonte showed up to the motherfucking to the homeboy's house talking about, I got beef with such and such, and you talking about, well, I got beef with these niggas over here. And now y'all worried about 6 different hoods because now y'all niggas in the middle of 6 different things and y'all don't even know what the fuck the start of it was. Like me personally, I don't particularly see myself dying because one of my homeboys fucked with another nigga's female or some shit like that. Like, why is that? And that's a regular thing in our community. Like, niggas is getting in beefs because you had a friend that got some ass, and now you getting shot at when you go to a park. You getting shot at whenever you out at the mall, and now I gotta sit there and shield my kids and hide my kids because y'all niggas is going at each other, shooting, like just having open shootouts and shit like that because the next nigga messed with the next nigga's female. And that makes sense to y'all for some strange ass reason. And don't get me wrong, I understand disrespect totally. But there is no reason after the age of 23, you should never feel the need to beef with anybody anymore because you should have too many other priorities, whether it's your kids, whether it's you going to make some money, and if you got money, keeping the money. Like, you should be concerned about everything else other than beefing. Beefing shouldn't be your main whatever, your main cup of tea, your main this, your main that. Like, at some point in time, when are we going to get to living happy? Because no, you're not living happy when y'all out here having to deal with all the gunshots, dealing with beefing with niggas online. You gotta go say fuck the next nigga hood because your homeboys is into it with the next nigga hood and shit like that. Like, you are putting yourself in so much jeopardy and then the people around you in so much jeopardy just because your ego got hurt for a minute. And I get the respect. I get it because I lived it. I went through it. And I might sound like a whatever, I talk down on pedestal type of person, but it's like, at what point in time does the shit get old? Are we really gonna be beefing with people to the death? Are we really? And I tell y'all the truth. I got people that I got beef with, but I stay on my side of the town. I stay on my side of town. They stay on their side of town. never shall the in-betweens meet. And then if it does, handle it there. But I ain't getting on no internet to grow the issue. If there's an issue, there's an issue. We know there's an issue, and then we'll get to that issue if it ever needs be. But if it don't come to need be, then let's not let it need be, because everybody ain't involved with what I got going on. Everybody ain't involved with what the next person got going on. And it's dead wrong for the next person to have to lose their life behind some shit that they ain't got nothing to do with, because you two niggas got some shit going on with each other. But, that's my thoughts, and I ain't really gonna drag y'all out too much more. But, drop y'all comments. Tell me how y'all feel about the situation. But this has been So What's the Issue, and I'm your boy Solo Foe. Thank y'all for watching. I appreciate it.